Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And this is just some Friday foolishness, okay? Just, the typical escape, SWV, LaTocha, Rocky drama, okay? Because we have one more episode of, the Escape SWV show. And hopefully after that, it's done, okay? I feel like once we get out of the final episode, we should be free of all of this. Now, if we're not free of it all, if by chance something more happens, I guess we'll cover it, but I feel like nothing more should really come out of this once they've left the show. And I know people are like, are you team SWV? Are you team Escape? Are you team Candy? I am team Common Sense and what I can see with the 2 eyes God gave me and the 2 additional pair of glasses that the eye doctor gave me to see. Okay, so it's not me being team a particular group. It's you have to see what's in front of your face. You have to see who keeps saying and doing stuff and then putting their hands in their pockets as if their hands was never out their pockets. And that's whose team I'm on. I'm on team JayLeesCorner. Okay. I'm on team I seen it with my own 2 eyes. I'm on team we cannot ignore what is clearly in our faces. Okay. Now look. Okay, I need y'all to do a couple things for me, and that is making sure that you have already subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and. Okay, because you should do that. Okay. Also, if you have not by already the chance of done this, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, on IG, also on Twit of the Tur. Okay, Twit of the Tur. Because it's also the thing to do, okay? On Twitter, on IG, on TikTok, please and thank you. Now, I could have swore I made a little thing, and I guess I didn't send this to myself. But wait, I'm here, y'all, where I'm at. Hey, I literally just jumped out the shower, just washed my hair. My hair up under here is all wet. So I threw my hat on so I don't look, too insane because it's just out and curly or whatever. Hold on, y'all. See? Hey. Pop on some lipstick. It's probably not on right, but it's gonna be on right enough for y'all. Okay. Boom. Hey, hello to everyone who's here. Okay, thank y'all to those who's here. Thank y'all to those who watch the real play. I will be live tomorrow at 5:30 for Life After Lockup. We'll be live Sunday at 5:30, and that's Eastern time, for Love and Marriage Hunts of the Ville. Okay, and then we'll see what else we'll have. And then the SWV review. I don't know if I want to do a live after show recap for SWV Sunday evening or wait till Monday evening. We shall see how I'm going to handle that, okay? But hello to all the people here nonetheless. Okay, now, wait. Hi. How y'all doing? How is everyone doing? What's today? It's Friday. Luckily I was off work because it's Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday to all the people. Okay, now I know I downloaded it because I uploaded it. Okay, and if I uploaded it, how can it not be done? I hate when I do something and I can't find it, and I be like, I know I put it somewhere. But how y'all doing? How your mama's doing? How your uncles and aunties and grandparents and all of that and all of that and all of that. Okay, I really want to take my hair out and let it air dry, but I don't want to like a wet bird on these YouTube streets. And then they say, why she look like a wet bird? Because her hair is wet. Okay, but yeah. Hey to all the amazing people. Yeah, I'm always team common sense. I feel like, sometimes people, oh, girl, because you was in the wrong folder. Sometimes people want to act like if you are around here and you are, just having all of the common other sense, and it means, well, you're being biased. You don't see the reason this and this, and you're only team so and so and so. And I'm like, but do y'all not see what I see? Or are you ignoring what I see because you are the one who's biased and you have a side, and I don't have no side in this. Okay, I don't have a side. Okay, but around here, Happy Good Rising. I'm Team 90s R&B, and this is all disappointing. It is. It is. It's a whole bunch, that's going on at the same time, and no one seems to really know how to fix. I know how to fix it. Shut up and go on tour. That's honestly the real way to fix all of it is to shut up, go on tour. Let the fans see what they want to see. Let the fans be the ones who say, what, I have wanted to see so and so and so and so for so long. And now that I've seen them, I can see so and so's point here, or I can see so and so's point there. But it's not as if anybody is around here just willy-nilly and want to fuss and argue for no damn reason. But hey, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, we made another week. Yay! You know what I'm saying? Not Ghost Stream, but LaTocha. Now we're gonna discuss her album. I listened to all the songs twice. I did my due diligence as a YouTuber and said if I'm gonna come around here and speak about her album, I need to listen to it 2 times without distraction, and then give my true synopsis of what I feel the album gave. And I have notes. Okay? But, it can always be this or that. It can be nothing or whatever. But I feel like, we're going to have a conversation because, in my opinion, this sneak peek that I hope everybody has already seen. So all over social media, there was, y'all know every week they do a sneak peek scenes from all of our favorite shows. So they did a sneak peek of the Escape show. We were able to see the continuation of Escape in them confronting Tasha, and then Tasha calling Rocky, and Rocky being confronted mainly by Candy and Tamika. Candy. Okay, Candy was the most boisterous one that production showed. I can't believe now on their part of this earth that Tiny didn't say nothing. So I feel like they cut around a lot of stuff or whatever. But I might whatever. But Candy was the most who said the most, that we saw the most. So I put Candy up on here and not Tiny and Tamika. But please believe, I feel it in my bones that things were said in some kind of way. And I told y'all, I need my straw. And I ain't got my straw. So y'all gonna see me be a little bit, this ratchet and drink my cup. But whatever. Just interruptions. Okay? I don't have my straw with me right now. Good ice water. But wait, that was Tiny's first time seeing it. It was, but that's why I feel like she wouldn't have been so quiet. I would have at least had some questions around here. You hear me? Why I get every tongue out? Because he's Edward, Rocky. To me, he has a slimy feel to him when he talks. He really do remind me of Aura of the Kelly. Like if you saw past interviews and conversations that Aura of the Kelly would have, it was that same vibrato, that same slick talk. Now that could also be Chicago talk or whatever, I don't know. But something about Rocky makes my skin crawl a little bit, and I always feel like, and for also for those of y'all who have ever seen Harry Potter, I am very much a Harry Potter fan, and in season 1, I can't remember the teacher name who had Voldemort on the back of his head. That was like a sneaky snake to me. And then also the Barney Crouch dude who took over the old man with one eye and one leg or whatever, and he kept licking his lips, and when he would lick his lips and that was his tail, it gives me Harry Potter villain feels. So I had to use the Harry Potter villain thing. You know what I'm saying? Speaker called Candy told her to print them out on speaker. Speak on it. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Yeah, it's a little bit creepy. It's a little bit creepy. And I feel like Rocky would have never been able to game me. Because hearing him, and it may be because I'm from the D. And Detroit is sort of kind of like Chicago, but not really. But we have slick talking dudes here too, who think they put one over on people, and I'm like, sir, I can see through you right now. I'm not gonna do that at all. Leave me be. But he act like a way I would not believe. Okay, yeah, Professor Krill, yes. And I feel like if Rocky ever turned his head around, it would be a bald-headed Voldemort looking at us. Because we rarely see the back of that man's head. We don't know what's behind his head. We don't know what evil villain he round here with. None of them. And I don't believe it. And so when he talked, I'm like, I don't get how Tasha can just like believe him, because he's slick. It really must be because I am born and raised Detroit, still here. Well, I'm not in Detroit. I'm in the surrounding city, okay? But I'm still in my state and close to my city, and I'm in my city every day, okay? So he just remind me of people who hear and think they can jive talk you, and you can't jive talk me. Gotta let them know about 313. It's different around here. Okay, slick talking dudes everywhere. He screams more. Police, police, police. If I see him, somebody please call 911. If I see him, somebody please check my pockets. I think he took something. Not Rocky will be for Inkster. Look, I dated a dude from Inkster, and he sure enough thought he tricked me into thinking stuff, and he did not. He absolutely did not. I was like, sir, you can't fool me. That's not your house. I can tell. Anyway, but yes, I can see him being from Inkster or Troy. One of the, because Inkster is not Inkster is not a surrounding city of Detroit. To me, Detroit surrounding cities is like Hamtramck, it's like Warren. I would even give a Hazel Park, but like Southfield and Inkster and Belleville and Arbor and Troy and Southfield, that ain't surrounding cities to me at all. So he around here looking foolish, okay? But that's neither here nor there. I want to get into, because it's been 16 minutes. I've held y'all up enough. But again, I hope everyone had a great Good Friday. I hope everyone will come tune in tomorrow for my live for Love at the Lockup, because that's going to be a doozy. And then also for Sunday for Love and Marriage, that's going to be a doozy. And then we'll see what else I'm going to do here. I have to still watch The Ultimate Girl Trip and get that to y'all too. I just haven't gotten into it yet, but we're gonna see what it is. Okay. But yes, let's get in. Yes, Inkster is like a pit stop. Straight through. Okay. Now I want to get into SWV because y'all know how I feel. I'm so thirsty, y'all. Usually after I take a hot shower, a hot steaming shower, where I can wash my hair, gave me a facial, I usually drink a full bottle of water to replenish myself, and I could not because I got out the shower in just enough time to get to y'all on time. So I have not had time to drink my full bottle of water, so I'm drinking this right now. So please forgive me as I just keep, replenishing myself. But SWV, in my opinion, is on a We Don't Like Escape promo tour. And I know that Escape and SWV were on the Jennifer Hudson show. Now, the Jennifer Hudson show was taped weeks ago. That was taped before the first episode came out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't quit Power. I want to just enjoy Power. And the first time when I did the first episode, I had to watch it and then rewatch, because Power isn't a show where you can leave out some stuff, and it takes me so long to like get my notes together, get some screenshots together. I don't want to not enjoy watching the show, so I'm like, I can't review it because it will become a chore, and I don't want it to be a chore, and I love the show. So what I may do is at the end of the season give a full season recap of it, because that's just me remembering the shit from the show, and I'll probably do that like in a car conversation. But I just want to keep enjoying the show. That's why I don't review Snowfall, because those are two shows I really want to enjoy without having to sit and take notes and pause and it's too much. But back to SWV. SWV and Escape were on the Jennifer Hudson show. That was taped weeks ago before the first episode aired out, okay? But they were recently on the Sherry Shepherd show. And to me, I said, oh, they on a We Don't Like Escape tour. Because every time Coco and Taj recently speak about the show, and the girl says, oh my God, I thought it was going to be so amazing, and so this, and so that. And I still feel like they are harping on and liking the fact that the fans of a show some fans are on their side when it's about, them and escape and them blaming escape basically. So I feel like they have connected to these people who are happy to dog escape with them. And because I feel like some folk like, see, SWV is better than escape. But I'm like, I don't think they better. I don't think they worse. I think I love both groups. And I am not an agent of chaos. I don't like being an agent of chaos causing division. And to me, when SWV talk about the show and they talk about escape, it's creating more division. And I don't see how anyone could be saying out their mouth, we thought it would be so positive and this and that, and do you something about negativity. And I don't understand still doing that, 5 or 6 weeks into the show. So it kind of aggravates me because I feel like that's not helping anybody. And to me, as a grown, as 41-year-old woman, it's petty. And I'm not saying they don't have the right to speak their opinions. I'm not saying they can't feel how they feel, but dragging it out and still blaming escape for all this shit and then say it's all the disrespect. Now I want to show y'all, a quick little snippet of their thing on Straight Show. Now, if you're rewatching this and the snippet ain't here, I had to take it out, but I'm hoping it won't happen that way. But listen up quickly, y'all.
Internet, when the topic of who should headline the tour came up. Who do y'all think should headline the tour? Okay. But are you still cool with the ladies? We're okay. You okay? Did any of you regret doing the reality show? I wanted it to be fun. I wanted us to go back to the 90s and relive our youth and have so much fun. It wasn't anything that I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
And I want to bring something else up about that. When Tasha said it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. We have to learn to stop holding other people accountable of our expectations. Meaning, if you thought, oh my God, we're going to go back to being 21 and we're going to have pillow fights and girl talk, and that's not what it was. You can't hold anybody else responsible for your expectations of something that they never told you was going to happen. No one said it's going to be this amazing fun. No, it was we're going to see what it is. And every time I feel like she says what her expectation was, it makes it seem as if escape did not do what they were supposed to do because of what she thought they should do. I never assume people I don't know personally, who I've never really hung out with for a long period of time, is going to be some kind of way. Just because I feel like that's how things should go. I like for people to show me what's it going to be. And I also feel like you can't hold somebody else accountable for how your feelings got hurt about a observation of what y'all dress like and y'all style.
I regret that part. I feel like now we'll probably never be able to have that again, but it was, I was just a little disappointed.
Too much disrespect. It's just been really crazy, and I honestly was not expecting it like that.
And I'm like, I'm still looking for where the disrespect came from. Like, I feel like, y'all know me, I'll call out disrespect because I'm like, that was rude, that was mean. You know what I'm saying? I just still don't understand. And I also feel like escape SWV has never said, well, this was disrespectful. What was disrespectful? If y'all was wearing overalls, y'all wearing overalls. If I feel like the social media brand that I've built to sell more tickets, and that don't mean that you don't sell tickets. I don't get how my opinion of what I do is disrespectful to you. And so each time I see them have this conversation, and it makes people who already don't like Candy or who say, I don't know who Escape. Somebody told me, I had never even heard the song Understanding. And they said, and I'm 23. I said, man, be 23. You 23. When the song came out, you wasn't born yet. So it made me feel like, because they know SWV would be the more known act overall. However, Escape is still touring just like y'all. And I think they help cause division every time they say this shit. And it aggravates me.
Right. Oh, I thought it was going to really be cool.
Will there be a tour?
I would. I mean, me personally, like I always see the bigger picture, and I think it would be.
Start crying right now.
Well, you never know. You never know. I mean, if things can be worked out, we are not going to be anybody's sidekick, and we're not going to allow you to talk to us anymore. It has to be fair for everybody.
Okay, we can definitely.
If it's fair, we'll be there with our overalls and our flats.
We broke the internet.
And so for me, they keep saying, well, if it's right, we'll do a tour. Why would you want to do a tour with people who you felt like was mean, rude, disrespectful? Because y'all want the attention, and y'all want to go on tour with them because y'all know it'll make y'all some money. And I feel like, would y'all have been on the Sherry Shepherd show if y'all weren't on the show with Escape? Would y'all have been on all this press for a tour y'all had coming up if y'all weren't on the show with Escape? So not to say that Escape made them, but I will say, and anyone would also should be able to say, Escape in this show on Bravo has helped SWV get known by other people who may not have known who they were. Bravo has a large reach, and this show has took off with a bang because of the drama that Escape brought. The beef between the sisters, Rocky stealing. No one is really discussing anything that SWV did. And that ain't no shade to them. I just feel like SWV is using this show, using how they felt personally to get attention and to me, it's like, are you trying to make people not like Escape and then say y'all want to do a tour? If it makes sense, truthfully, Escape don't need y'all for a tour, and y'all don't need them for a tour. So if y'all feel like they just old so different and separate, whatever, and we not gonna even discuss, but we are, how SWV has 100% stepped their fashion game up ever since Tiny said they be in boots and flats and overalls. And now, out the blue, since the show was filmed, they have been SWV, this is how they used to dress. This is what Tiny was talking about. They dress comfortable and flat boots, overalls, jogging pants. This is how SWV had been dressing for their shows for years. Period. But that ain't no diss. I'm just saying this is what they used to wear. That is how SWV, SW to the V, and y'all, I love them. This is what they used to wear. You hear me? This was typical SWV clothing. That's what they would wear. And I don't feel like anybody is being mean when they say, well, they were usually always wearing overalls and flat boots and flat shoes, and that's kind of what it was. That's how they used to dress. That's what they would do. I felt like, how that shade? How? And I'm finna share with y'all because on their individual pages, there's like nothing there from like March of 2022 until current. There's no stage pictures. But I had to go to the group page where we can see some of their old performance wear. And I'm not knocking them because y'all know me. I love some jogging pants and my boots and my sweatshirts. Love it. I'm not SWV. So again, SW, look. Flat boots, tennis skirts, bedazzled, razzle dazzle. Whoever was doing the camera wasn't even on their face. Okay? I'm not knocking them. That's what they would wear. We can't make this shit up. Tiny wasn't hating. What Tiny said was they dress like the 90s, which they do. That's the 90s. I know that because I was around that time. Back in the olden days, that's comfortable. Combat boots and leggings and jackets. They're dressed really comfortable. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I want to show y'all how they used to dress. Okay, before Tiny got on there and said they dress real different. They dress real comfortable. They be in combat boots and overalls. Well, they were. They dress comfortably. So I just want to be sure before anybody come. Jenny, you being real selective. I'm not being selective. I'm telling you, I'm showing you from the official SWV page how SWV used to be dressed around here. So when I pointed out, okay, when I point this shit out of them in jogging pants and cut off goddamn camouflage jackets, can't nobody say, "Oh, you was hating." I was not hating. I was showing y'all what these people was around here wearing. Okay, even back in October of 2021. Look a little scrappy with a little vest on. Okay, was he security? I don't know. I'm just saying. People love to have this selective ass outrage. Oh my God, you were being so mean. You were being so rude. You don't even see it. They weren't. They were. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But now, Coco took her wig off and dyed whatever was under the wig blonde. Tosh got her either a new wig or she cut her hair off too. Lily has a whole new unit that looks amazing. Don't look dry. They look good. They look good. And this is the kicker. People like, what you mean? I don't mean nothing. It's just a fact. The fact that they had their own style and Escape had their own style, and it was just two different styles. And Tiny said, we dress most sexy like. We dress most sexy like. Tight clothes, whatever. They wear their combat boots and they comfy, but it was a fact. The people who took it shady like were just being shady. Okay? But since Tiny said that, we ain't seen them in overalls and combat boots no more. So what they did was they took what Tiny said to heart and then changed their look. They stepped their game up. And to me, they didn't have to. They could have kept wearing combat boots and shit on that. I didn't care. I said what I said because this is my channel. And if you don't like it, you can always go somewhere with your own. What you? I said it because I wanted to. Now, don't y'all let me. I be look. Y'all know I'll be on. I can't. Sometimes I don't be in the comment section because I don't want to, cuss folk out who I think trying to be funny and come for me and try to check me on my channel. Okay, if you like SWV, I don't give a fuck. My opinion based on my opinion. Now get blocked if you want to. I don't mind it. People kill me. Just say what the fuck make you think I'm not let me get out the comment section before I get off kilter. And Jesus is working on me. Jesus is working on me. And when Jesus work on me, I just have to be like, whatever. Let me just block people. Okay. Put people asses in timeout. Come questioning me. Just say what? Just say what? The fuck? I said what I said. I mean, y'all let me know. Am I not saying what I'm saying? I just want to be sure. Am I saying what I'm saying? Am I not being clear in what I'm saying? I just want to be sure. Now I've seen you here before. I've fully seen you here before. And I feel like you should be fully aware that ever saying I give a biased vibe is blasphemy around here. I feel like that's like a known thing, And you know what? Let me get out the comment section because look, I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. Okay. I want all the people in the back, in the front, or in the middle to hear me and hear me good. Okay? It's impossible for me to be biased because of my fucking opinion. Okay? It's impossible for me to be biased with my opinion, not only with my opinion, but my opinion on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And if your opinion differs from mine, that's fine. I don't call you biased. If my opinion is that SWV to the V wore goddamn combat boots and fucking jogging suits around this bitch because they did, and it just so happened that Tiny pointed it out, that don't mean that I'm biased. It means I can call a spade a spade. The same way I can say Tiny's face looked different in the 2023 than it did in 2020 or in 1998. So don't come around here telling me I'm biased because the goddamn SWV was round here in combat boots and jogging pants back last year, and now they're in goddamn ball gowns and heels, and wigs are fixed, and hair is blonde, and nails are done. That's not called being biased. It's called seeing what the fuck is in the atmosphere. That's what's called. Y'all like to call division, and y'all do not understand a point of reference being truth. If y'all are SWV blind fans and y'all can't see that, That's on y'all. That's y'all being biased. Being biased is saying, I saw them only wear that before. But because Tiny said it, I'm going to say it's not true. That's called being biased. That's seeing something with your own eyes and then not wanting to acknowledge it as a fact because somebody who you might not like or you might not know said it. That would be me. That would be me saying, I don't see them in the jogging pants. So what was Tiny talking about? Tiny was lying. She was not being truthful. I can't, Tiny lying. That would be me being biased. That would be me saying, I did not see them in goddamn flat boots and jerseys. That would be me being biased. If I said, Tiny said they wore flat boots and jerseys, and then I came up here and I said, Tiny lying. That ain't how they dressed. That's being fucking biased. So please, y'all, and I mean this with all fucking sincerity, and I mean it with love. Fuck you. If you think I'm biased for calling a spade a spade. How? Are they not in flat boots and jersey dresses? Are they not? Are they not? You ain't seen. I'm not angry. You ain't seen me angry. Do you want? You look. You ain't seen this. No one on YouTube has ever seen me angry. Ever. But I like to call out people who I see in the comments for the bullshit. Now, if the bullshit I'm calling out fits you, then that's on you. I'm talking to a plethora of people. A plethora. A whole plethora. So I feel like miss me with the bullshit. Miss me. Don't come to my house telling me about me. We not talking about me. We talking about SWV and Escape. And the fact that the stuff that Tiny and them said on the show is stuff that SWV has started doing now. But people don't want to acknowledge that. But I'm biased. I should just say I like Escape. I should have said I'm Team Candy. I'm like, the fuck, what are you talking about? I don't understand how people feel like, oh, well, you sound biased because, you know, I think you ain't talking about this. Well, guess what? No one can talk from a point of your own perspective because I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know y'all. I can't read y'all minds. I don't know what y'all think. And my opinion can't be based on what y'all think. Because once my opinion is based on other people's opinions, then I become biased. I like being authentic. And my authenticness says SWV is around here using the fans for attention. Because SWV can now see, oh, some people agree with us. Because some people don't know who Escape is. And they're using that to their advantage. Because I'm watching their lives. I'm seeing their comments. I have to keep up with that shit. Yes, SWV shows we're giving opening act. How long will it take for them to return to wearing jerseys? I wonder that too. I question it all the time. Because if they want to dress how they want to dress, that's strictly on them. Why does this seem to be a common trigger in a lot of content creators when they are called biased? Because you're calling us out of our names and you're making us, you're saying that we're not being honest. Calling someone biased is like calling them a liar. Because you're saying the opinion that you give isn't really factual or good, or it doesn't make any sense. If I'm saying I feel this way, for you to call me biased, that means you feel like I'm lying. That's how we take it. Again, if I'm saying 2 + 2 is 4, because we can clearly see that 2 + 2 equaled 4, how are we biased? So the reason content creators who are giving you our opinions, the same way y'all in the comment section giving y'all opinions, but y'all sit here, and I don't mean everybody right now, but people like to comment, call us biased because our opinion differs from theirs. So that's why if you go to someone's job, because this is my job. If you go to Burger King and say, y'all just hate Wendy's, well, bitch, I work at Burger King. So to come here to a place where I'm here to give my authentic opinion and voice how I feel, and then be told you're biased, it's like calling someone a liar, basically. Thank you for the super chat, Pretty Chevy. Even on the verses they wore jerseys and Jordans, they had the 90s vibe. They did. They absolutely did. Okay. Thank you, Mad Beast Web Radio Lady TLB, for these super chats. Thank you. But again, and y'all know I don't like even being in the comments. I usually leave the comment section for y'all until y'all start saying shit about me. That's when my ass sees stuff and I pop in. I'm like, who you talking to? You know? So it's like, let's leave it to what we're talking about here. Because if you come for me and you basically call me a liar, if I see it, I'm gonna call you out. Period. I mean, I'm nice. I am. I'm amazingly nice. However, don't come for me and I won't respond to you. Anyway, let's get back to the point at hand. SWV stepped up their clothing and their fashion after Tiny told them they dressed like the 90s in the 2000s. Okay, that's what it is. They 100% styled up. They 100% styled up. And anyone who was a fan of SWV, and you can't admit that, look at the wigs. Look at the makeup. Look. The fuck? I'm like, look at what it is. Well, see, this okay. So let's okay. This is the thing. People say the word bias, and they don't know they're not using it in the right way. Okay. Well, when I say bias for me, it means you sway, favor, or lean one way, lean one way a lot for one way or direction and consistently. I didn't disagree with your thought about what ethic you were. I agree. But this is my point. When you call someone biased, that's what it means. I'm not trying to sway any. My opinion is not to make anybody else feel any kind of way, because I don't need anyone to agree with me. I don't really want y'all to agree with me. I want everyone to have their own opinion. My opinion is not to sway anyone, because y'all feeling some kind of way don't help or harm me. They don't do shit for me. Journalists who are reporting on a story and have something to gain or win, they can be called biased because they're trying to make someone feel how they feel. I don't care if y'all feel how I feel. I don't. I want everyone here to have their own opinion. So when you tell a content creator who is here giving their personal opinion on something they watch and they're not reporting on a story from a journalistic point of view, it's offensive to content creators. That's why we always get upset. That's why. And we keep telling y'all over and over to stop doing it. And y'all think y'all can just keep saying it. And each time we tell y'all won't listen. But it's fine. We're gonna leave anybody else having biased talk. I'm ignoring. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I like SWV style. They look cute. They're being styled by Jay Bolden. Okay, Jay Bolden is also a man who was around here, styling Mel. Y'all know Mel has that new line coming out and everything. He's styling her. So Jay Bolden out here styling everybody. Okay, getting their fashions together. Why? Probably because somebody told them they dress like people in jogging pants and overalls and combat boots. I'm assuming that's why. And so they decided to get together as a group and step their fashion game up. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And even if they decide to go back to combat boots and overalls, because they may not want to perform in heels and tight clothing and all that shit, that may not be their style. And that's fine. That's fine. But anyone acting like before what Tiny said wasn't a fact and their style was their style. Oh, that was shady. How? But let's move on. I just want SWV to fully focus on them and their group. For them to keep growing as a group, dress how they want to dress. My issue with them, however, is how I feel like they are using the negativity from the fucking fans as fuel to their growth. Because it's giving, I want us to keep fussing. It's giving, I want us to keep fighting. It's giving, I want the fans to keep feeling like Escape was disrespectful to us and mean and rude to us, and y'all should be upset. Because also SWV does not get how they are creating this just as much discourse and foolishness as they're blaming Escape for. And I agree, Kimmy, they are shady as hell for having Coco and Tasha on the same night, because that's gonna make it even worse. Because Coco and Tasha are cool, and I feel like my personal opinion. Okay, my personal opinion is Coco and Tasha are liking the fact that the fans are having an issue with Tamika, Tiny, and Candy, and also and Tasha too. But a part of me feel like they're enjoying that, and I do think that's why they're gonna put Coco and Tasha on together. Now, the fact I feel it's like this bullshit is this. See, and this is something else. First of all, I need y'all to like the video. Like I said in text, like the video. What the like button at? Oh, cool. Because liking is the thing to do. And I happen to send a text and also get some water. Let me look at some of the comments. Look, and I want y'all to know, okay? When I go off, sometimes, and I, get in our rebuttal, I want anyone who may be new here or who could feel offended, I want y'all to know anything I say is never in any disrespectful way. If I meant anything disrespectfully, I would say that. So even when I'm cussing and fussing at y'all and trying to get y'all to understand that my channel is literally for my opinion. I don't need anyone to agree with me. I love you all. I hope y'all love me too. But I'm not going to take anyone coming at me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to do that. So I want y'all to also know that y'all opinions are welcomed. I rarely shush y'all. I leave y'all be. So I want y'all to know I love y'all, even if I cuss y'all asses out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I be trying to let y'all know I love y'all. SWV has upgraded finally. Coco does look great with the short hair. She really, really does. I love it. I also feel like when people who are consistently in some kind of weave or fake whatever on their heads and they take it off and they have the short buzz cuts, I'm like, just say I took my wig off. Just saying. Because you look great. You look great up under there, okay? Tasha needs you to stay quiet and let it die down. Honey, she do. She do. The fact that Coco kept talking about wanting to fight folks, she's out here acting a plum fool, but that gets looked over because folks hate Ken so much. And that's what's biased, truth be told. It's like both groups are doing shit. It's doing stuff. But people keep fully ignoring what the part Escape played in all of this. And it's because they just don't like Candy. It's really what it is. Coco got into Lily and Tosh because she got paid more, now they're acting brand new. They really are. And that's what I be like, that's all I be trying to, to explain. I'm like, y'all know it be some bullshit. Okay, it be some bullshit. Y'all want to do the Tasha's album first? Let's recap Tasha's album and then we'll discuss the sneak peek of the episode that we got in. So look, I bit the bullet for y'all. Okay, I put my ears on display, to make sure that y'all would know what was going on with the lady album, in case y'all want to hear it, in case not. And I felt like people try to say they are a gospel artist, they do gospel music, all because, oh crap, nope, Lord. Oh, Jesus, I almost played the music. Lord. God. Not what, y'all do comments And this is also why I stay out the comments, because sometimes I'll get distracted. This is the most attention we see, I'm not the shady one, y'all are. This is the most attention SWV got in a long time. I agree. Where is Wendy? We need a Wendy Williams person on the TV. We do. And let's not forget that Lily was on Twitter talking about people's surgeries like she did not have her own surgery. I agree. Yeah. Okay. Was SWV that bad? Was on Pepper? I felt like I watched it in two. I don't remember most of it. However, I do remember that there were issues, with them too. Yes, Lily had a BBL. I know Coco had lipo. All of them have had something done to them. So yeah, I'm like, Lily talking about ass is sagging. Your ass don't sag too. Let me share my screen with y'all. So to me, well, first of all, her because I have Tidal, and her album is not on Tidal, so I could not hear it on my streaming thing. I don't like Apple. I have all these Apple products, and I just don't have Apple Music. But I just went to her YouTube page, which has all the songs. Girl,
Watch how
God damn it!
easy it is.
I'm trying to, girl, Lord Jesus. I'm trying to be around here, just showing y'all the song name, and the chick keep trying to play. If you don't have whatever, because I don't know what apps her album is on, I know it ain't on Tidal. So she has the stuff on the YouTube Vivo thing. So this is where I heard the stuff. Okay, let me get my notes. Because I'm gonna be, it's 11 songs. Should y'all waste your time and listen to the album called The Invitation, A Conversation with God? No. Not because of any other reason besides it doesn't sound good. The album feels like a demo tape. It doesn't even really sound like a true conversation with God. And I'm not questioning that lady's conversation with God. What I'm saying is, when people usually talk to God, it just sounds more personal. It sounds more convincing. It sounds more authentic. It sounds less generic and pre-written. And out of the 11 songs, I would say 3 of them, I was like, oh, okay. I wouldn't replay it, but okay. I was happy I, heard it on here, but I don't see myself going back to her album to replay any of the songs. That's my personal opinion. Now, the first song, which was called The Conversation, I was listening, and it's a minute long. And I was like, is this supposed to be her talking to God? I was confused. So I replayed it. Again, I listened to it a full 2 times. But both times I listened to each song, I would sometimes rewind it to make sure I wasn't like tripping. So I was like, oh, she talking to God. And in my opinion, it sounds forced. It sounded like, and it's the first song called The Conversation, it sounded like she wrote some down to read while in the studio. And to me, I feel like to have a song called The Conversation, and it's about you having a conversation with God. I would have went in the studio and said, I need you to call the lights off. And just hit record. And I will, because for me, like, y'all know I write poetry, I write erotic stuff. I'm a writer. So sometimes I'll sit and I'll just wait for whatever is supposed to come up out of me to come up out of me. And I feel like even with a gospel album, if it's about a conversation with God, why would you go in there with a pre-written conversation? I'm like, you already talked. So the first song, again, I put a scene forth. It did not seem like a genuine conversation. It was something she wrote down to read while in the studio. And that's what it felt like. And it's nothing wrong with writing down your talk with God. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do feel like if you want to have something authentically recorded for us to hear, why not go in there and see what God told you to say to him? So the first time I was like, no. Okay, the first time was like, no. The second song called The Invitation. That song was 1 minute and 28 seconds. Again, it was an interlude. And it sounded like a demo track. Like a reference track that was never fully produced or finished, but they put it on the album anyway. Because I need to have 11 songs at the least. And so this is something that, and how the second song was an interlude is to what? To me, the conversation was an interlude, but I'm going to leave it be. Okay? But again, it had a sound of like a demo track. Like, okay, this is the reference track. It's going to be something. We need to finish producing it and finishing it. And no one ever finished it, and they just put on the album. Now, the song Afraid she put out as a video. And in the video, she had on the same green dress from the Soul Train Awards. And at first, I think people felt like, oh, did she like wear the dress because she shot the? And I'm like, no, you can tell she re-wore the dress for the video. And the fact that she had, the tablet, LaTocha Scott sends escape into a fashion frenzy. And the fact that she had the ladies blurred out. I'm like, bitch, not you blurring the group. Having the name up, but blur the group. Okay. Probably they didn't agree for her to put them in a thing. She was having, the stuff about her and Rocky up there and Rocky's secret baby or whatever. I was like, girl. It felt like Afraid may have been, I feel like out of these 11 songs, 3 of the songs she probably actually co-wrote, or had dealings with recently. Everything else out of this album, I felt like was old stuff. So, the song may have been better for me had I not seen the video. Because seeing the video, I get you want to make life, be an imitation of your art, and you want to take from your life to be, inspiration. But the whole, you coming home to somebody else's house, because that's their house. Okay, that's your house. I'm like, why not shoot the video at your own house? Who house did you rent and went in there with this goddamn outfit on? Okay, who house was that? Because that ain't your house. Where your son at? That ain't your kitchen. Where your husband at? And, it's about, I'm just scared. I'm scared. Okay, it also mentioned $30K she stole, or allegedly stole. Okay. But she's putting up, the storylines, the rumors, okay? So you see a baby on the way, mistress, stole $30K, and all these things, okay? And it's mainly her saying she's scared, I'm afraid, and I still need God. And at one point she kept saying speak on. She kept saying speak on it, and I'm like, girl, now I keep telling Candy speak on it. So I said, this is a song that she probably wrote, recently or whatever, since all the shit happened. Now it was a cool song. It was a cool song. Again, I probably would have liked it more had I not seen the video, because to me, I feel like the video is all about rumors, but the rumors kind of sort of seem to have some truth to them, because I feel like since she's, filmed this video, I'm pretty sure it was filmed before the receipts came out, because Tamika said,
do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts?
No. And so I feel like you putting these things up as rumors. I mean, we've seen the proof that Edward Bivens cashed these checks. We've seen the TV show that showed you were the issue in Escape. We heard from the mistress who was pregnant by your husband. You said out your own mouth that y'all had an open relationship. So I feel like the video was making it seem as if like I have so much lies and backstabbing, and I thought folks had my back and they're coming at me, when the truth is you and your husband is around here causing some of this shit and y'all not innocent. Kenny did say that. And this I was like, girl, so to me it felt like even in this video, there was no accountability for any part she played in anything. And I'm not saying Tasha is 100% guilty of everything anyone has ever accused her of. What I'm saying is she for sure played a part in everything she's going through, but she likes to make it seem as if everyone did something to her. And that is why I feel like watching the video, I was like, ma'am, no. Yes, Kimmy, girl, I said, girl, I expected to have a good ass time with the album. And by the third, I said, okay, this is her playing victim again, because the song was cool. But even seeing her, speak on the girl, I'm like, not you. And I'm like, we know that's a nod to Candy. Whatever, okay. The dress, we know that's because of the Soul Train Award thing. Okay, whatever. But because all this stuff has since played out on social media, it's played out on the TV show, you seem less innocent than anyone I know. And you want to hide under this band, because y'all know, like, when anyone would go to the Apollo, if you sang a church song, they would not boo you. If you went to the Apollo and you can't sing, as long as you sing a church song, you would at least make it to the end. You wouldn't win, but no one would boo you for singing church songs. And I'm like, is she around here singing up under, I'm a gospel artist singing a gospel song to God, so y'all can't boo me. Y'all can't boo me. And I'm like, but you're using this shit to be messy and petty and act as if your husband wasn't out here fucking other people. That ain't our fault. You could have had a whole gospel album out when you wasn't even with Escape. For the 15 years y'all was beefed out. So I just felt like, I get it that you're afraid because of all this stuff that you're going through, blah, 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 blah. And everyone know that no matter what's going on, we all still need God. But ma'am, you also is guilty in some of this shit. Okay? You're guilty. you're guilty. Not guilty and gotta go to prison guilty, but you may have to do some probation. Yeah, you may have to do some probation. Look, 5-year probation. Because of the part you played in the bullshit. Okay, so that was the video, the song. Because again, it's the video around here. And at one point, the end of it, it's like she was in the pool or the tub. I'm like, is she drowning herself? Is she dying, Lord Jesus? What's going on? And then she pops up. I'm like, but is she dead? Did she wake up dead? I was confused. So again, I'm like, I might have liked the song more if I did not see the video. Okay, so the next song is number 5. Yeah, no, number 4. That's we only 3 songs in. Song number 4 is called "Free Me." Okay, now it had a cool beat. The song was basically her saying, you know, God free me, God free me, God free me, because I'm on to bigger and better now. God free me of this, God free me of that, God free me of them, God free me of these things or whatever, because I'm on to bigger and better things. And I was like, well, if you're going to bigger and better things, God already freed you. That's how you on your way over there. So stop bothering God, who's already helped you get out and be on to bigger and better. But again, it was a cool beat. But again, it was a basic song. Again, song that I'm sure she wrote back in 1999 when she first tried to left some people, or she maybe updated it and then she wrote it in 2005. I don't know. It did not seem 2022-ish. But a cool beat. Next song was called, song of 5 was called "Turn It All Around." Okay, turn it. And I want y'all to know, I can't remember nothing besides my notes. That's how most of these songs felt. "Turn It All Around" was a nice song. You know, it was. However, I didn't feel moved. And I feel like when I think of gospel and inspirational and, you know, someone who really wants me to feel some kind of way, I think of "Take Me to the King." You know what I'm saying? I think of CeCe Winans. I think of Yolanda Adams. I think of just people with powerful voices, and that when I hear the song, my eyes close, and no matter where I am, I feel like, okay, God is going to rush in here and make me feel okay. And the issue I had with her album is I never felt like God was rushing in to make me feel some kind of way. And so I feel like it's not a gospel album. It's an inspirational album based on the bullshit she going through. Gospel, no. And you can love God and not really be a gospel artist, you know? So the song was nice about, you know, how God can turn everything around. And that's true. But listening to it, and I kept trying, y'all, look, I gave it 2 listens. I didn't have no distractions because I wanted to feel whatever it was that God wanted me to feel. Because I'm like, God may have wanted me to feel amazing by listening to the song. And I'm like, I got nothing. But it was a nice song because God can turn anything around. But, right, never would have made it. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she has to be them. But when someone is boasting about how much they love God and love the music, whatever, I just feel like you're going to put all that into your music. So "Turn It All Around," you know, it was good. It was a nice song, but I didn't feel moved. Did not feel moved. The next song is "Stay With Me." "Stay With Me" has been out the longest, as y'all can see from these things. So like the conversation only had 358 views. The invitation had 283 views. The song Afraid, which has been out for 10 hours, has 11,000 views. Freebie has 543 views. Turn It All Around has 1,200 views. Stay With Me, which has been out for a month, has 448,000 views. And I want to say this. Stay With Me is probably the best song on the album. It has a lot of runs. She running all up and through that damn song. And I laugh because the song is for the runs. So it's the best song on the album. Who said Mary? Who said? Come on, look. Mary. A good church godless song will always make you damn near want to cry. This is a bit of a tear. And Mary does that most of the time. Okay, when they sing Yesterday, come on now. I've cried I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. You hear me? But Stay With Me, with the song number 6, is the best song on the album, but she's doing too many runs. That's the only song that if it came on the radio, I would not change the station. She's running, she's a trap star. Lord Jesus. So that song, I would say, is the best one. It's just too many goddamn runs. It's too many runs. And that's the reason why we sing glory, hallelujah. I give my praises to you. Girl, I'm a church girl. Okay, anyway. Then we have the song called Love Yourself. The song is literally her saying over and over, just love yourself, smile or whatever. For 4 minutes. The beat is slow but fast and it's forgettable. And it's the beginner's lesson of, this is how you can make someone who's sad maybe feel happy. If someone said, tell them, hey, love yourself and smile. But I was like, I felt nothing. I didn't smile. I mean, I love myself already. So I was like, I got that part down. But it gave me, I didn't feel shit. I didn't feel nothing. I'm Yours, which confused me. Some of these songs could be love songs to a man. So sometimes I had like, wait, what? Is it Jesus or the man? I don't know. But she just talks about how she belonged to Jesus. And, he's always loved her. So, take me, God, and use me as you please. And I was like, hey, what? Until she said, I said, girl, you talking to Rocky? Oh, okay, Jesus. I had to wait for her to say God's name for me to know that she was talking to God. I said, because I was confused. Okay. I did pay for Tasha Gay's app. I'm going to watch the interview, and that will be a review of that will be up sometime tomorrow. So I'll have that up tomorrow if it's worth, the stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I'm Yours. I was confused a little bit. Okay. Now the vocals on I'm Yours was amazing, but I think the kicker is we know she can sing. Like that ain't the thing. Okay, we know that. It's just nothing behind it. Now, about 3 minutes to the song, I felt something for about 30 good seconds. And for 30 seconds of the song, because I'm Yours is 4 minutes and 41 seconds. And about 3 minutes in the song, because there's a break in the song where it's a whole little part or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay. So like 20 to 30 seconds, I felt something, and then it went away, and then come back. So I was like, okay. No, her app is cost $12 a month. You get everything for $12 for a month. I only paid for the 1 month. I do not know if I'm gonna keep it. I did it because of so many interviews she has on there with the mistress, and I have to come to y'all with that, and I have to take notes because you can't replay nothing from her app. Okay. So yeah, I'm yours, like whatever. Then Turn It Up. I guess Turn It Up is supposed to be her ratchet ghetto type, hood type gangster song for the young folk to listen to. She was fast talking. I guess she was trying to rap or whatever. And I'm like, oh, so because the song to me is about turning up for the Lord, because I guess so. And I felt like she was trying to be like to go get we have who sing the song? I got the who's this one? Is it Galana? I don't know, but we faster hip hop type gospel song that the young folk listen to is what I thought that song was supposed to be. But I felt like Tasha, I feel like all the strippers are gonna for sure twerk to this song on a Sunday service pole dance because it's for sure a twerk beat to it. And I was like, they gonna twerk. You want them to twerk for Jesus? I was like, they're gonna be twerking for Jesus. They're gonna be twerking for Jesus. Oh, thank you. Come on now, Wanda, pay for the thing. I want payment for you for getting the app, but Green's White can drop. Yes, I was trying. Look, today was a long day, but it'll be up this weekend. I got it because it is premiered at 9:00, but I'm gonna get y'all that. I'm saying, yes, I got the victory. I love that song. It's real poppy and catchy. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like she was trying to do that, and it was like, ma'am, no. The strippers gonna strip and dance, and God is not gonna be pleased. Okay. We then had He'll Make a Way. The beat didn't match the tone of the song. It wasn't cohesive. I'm like, is the song fucked up? Is the words messed up? What's going on? And it's mainly her saying how, she had all these people and all these things coming at her, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you do too, baby. You also going through all these things, but God will make a way. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. You say so. And the last song, which was called Gratitude, it's just an outro of her saying she's grateful. Tasha complains that Candy stopped her bag and Candy stopped her from being able to do a gospel album and this and that. I said, this all you got? It wasn't worth the wait. It wasn't. It seemed like songs she's had sitting for 25 years. Again, only Afraid, Stay With Me, and maybe I'm Yours were something she wrote within the past 5 years. I know for a fact she probably wrote Afraid recently because she mentioned stuff, with the falling out or whatever. All them other songs that's a minute here and 2 minutes there, you know what I'm saying? I felt like those were just reference tracks and they just kind of put a beat to it and said, girl, go in there and freestyle. And it was just, I don't see myself going back to listen to it. I don't. The only song, in my opinion, that's worth being played is the Stay With Me song. That's the song that I feel like she's singing, that she sounds like she's put her emotions into it. That song sounds like she sang it. Everything else sound like she's trying to make people feel like she has an amazing voice. It doesn't sound like she wants you to believe in what she's singing about. She wants you to believe that I'm the voice, is what it sounded like. And I'm like, all these years she's been saying, it's my voice, it's my voice, it's my voice. I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. And how Candy held her out. I'm not, no, if this is what you've been given all the time, I see why you signed yourself to yourself, because you the only one who feel like yourself was the good writer. Work with some people. Work with, because it's like, who says, they the best and come out with this? Because I'm like, you had ample time to work on your album. You have forever and a day to write this. And like, I gave it 2 listens to make sure I wasn't an asshole, because if it's good, it's good. And to me, it isn't. So I give it, I give it a firm 3. Because 3 of the songs I liked. So I give it a 3. Okay, let's move on to the little snippet of stuff we found out because Rocky ass is messy. Okay, so we seen the preview of the scene, and I'm sure y'all, I know y'all, the scene is all over social media. Okay, of Candy and Tamika, Tiny and Tasha talking. And then, Tasha calling Rocky on the phone. Now, this is the thing. I feel like, this is my question. Tamika accused Rocky and Tasha of stealing at least $30K from her from royalties checks. And Tasha or Rocky has not asked them or asked Tamika any questions. Tried to make it seem as if they were innocent in any way. They kind of just said, we ain't gonna address them. We gonna leave that be. And in this time of them coming to them saying, some shit went on. Again, Tamika is like, this is what the man told us. And Tasha's response is like, so y'all gonna believe these texts? And people's like, well, yes, that's common sense. Yes, they're gonna read the next. Okay. So when Tasha called Rocky on the phone, and Rocky is then, being told about Rocky. So I'm here, the girls, and they got this piece of paper. Okay, and on these pieces of paper, it's talking about you got like a kickback or something from, and they say the promoter name or whatever. And it's something on this paper. I mean, first of all, it's how she's saying they got these pieces of paper, not they have these receipts, not they have this proof, alleged proof of conversation between you. They got these pieces of paper. I was like, girl, stop it. Now, Rocky on the phone, like, well, I didn't steal nothing. I ain't stole nothing. I ain't get no kickback. I ain't do nothing, okay? And he's telling Tasha how I don't need you speaking up for me. Because, and the reason, in my opinion, I think that is because he don't want her to say something that he can't fix later. And I was like, ma'am, if someone told me my husband was taking money on behalf of our group, I would be able to fully have that conversation with them. And I would at least, okay, let me go home and talk to my husband because this don't sound right to me. I don't know shit about it, but I'm going to find out. Because, in my opinion, Tamika knew the last time I came to them with something that I thought Rocky did or whatever, I did not have my paperwork together. I'm going to have it this time. I'm going to have all the papers in order. So this time, no one can make it seem as if what I'm saying ain't true. Okay, they can't do that. And so I think that's why Tasha was so surprised, because the proof was right there in her face. So when Tamika told Tasha, you know what, that's why you always in shit, because he never wants you speaking up. That ain't true. I ain't in nothing. I'm like, man, you are in trouble. And Tasha don't even understand or even accept the fact that, man, you are in some stuff because people think your husband's stealing. So you won't even accept what the current predicament is. So you're in denial. So on the phone, Ken, like she said to him, to Rocky. First of all, there are these texts, not only the paper printouts, the actual screenshots of the actual text, okay, of you and the guy talking, and you asking for money on behalf of Escape. So did you not do that? And when he said, look, I got the same text on my phone that he has in his, but it's not about Escape. I don't care what anyone say. And I'm like, so you want us to believe you never had the same man they're on a promo tour with. You want us to believe you have never had any conversation with that man about Escape. Sir, why else would y'all be talking? Tasha is not a solo artist. So what other reason would you be talking to that man to book who for what? Rocky is delusional. Okay? Now, Rocky around here, because him and Tasha did a confessional. I said, this fool here, okay, this fool here don't even get how delusional and kind of psychotic that he looks. Because it's like, sir, you look like you lying. You look like you lying. Tongue out and all. I had to get a screen grab of him. I'm like, what? You look guilty, sir. You look like I did that shit. You look like I know I did it, but I don't have to admit to it. Okay? So you sit around there with your wife. And you're admitting to them that, yes, I have text in my phone talking to that man, but none of my text is about y'all. I'm like, but what about the wire transfer? Now, when him and Tasha sitting up there talking, and he say, I don't need no kickbacks. Because kickbacks are people who have to hustle. I don't have to hustle. I do the deals. Now, he talking, and when Tasha said, well, let me say, in the past, we brought shows to the table, and when we would do that, we would get a percentage, and there was never a problem with that in the past. To me, that meant Rocky is getting money, and she gonna make it seem like any money he got was because he brought a deal, and that was his percentage. Because when Rocky then said, well, no, what I'm saying is, I don't get no kickbacks. That to me meant he knew it. They both know. They both know. And she tried to cover for him. He then reiterated, I don't get no kickbacks. I don't get those. If someone pay me, they owe me. That means I did a deal, and it's not stealing. I say, oh, you don't say. And this is what let me know. This is what let me know Rocky on that shit.
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
I said, so why is your body contouring like that?
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
doing? What? I was like, sir.
Why would she say that? Like,
Oh.
why would she say that? Like,
How was it not stealing? Rocky like playing semantics. The fact that Rocky said, this is how you know it's some bullshit afoot. Rocky said, I don't do kickbacks. That's for hustlers. I don't have to hustle through the deals. Tasha then jumped in and said, but we used to in the past, like if someone brought the deal, they would get a percentage. To him saying, no, I don't get kickbacks. I don't get kickbacks. Okay? If someone pay me, they owe me. And that means it's not stealing. So he's saying any money I got, I didn't steal it. They owed me the money. And the fact that Tasha had sat there, it was like, I was like, ma'am, you do know that means he did get the money. But he felt like that the money was owed to him. Now, Rocky like, well, fuck all that. I don't care what I got to say. I don't care. He don't care about what proof they have that he stole money in the deal that they did not know about. When Candy, because he did hook up the phone. And when Candy said to Tasha, I get it. That's your man. I get it. We all want to support our men. We all love our men or whatever. However, we have to also acknowledge when things not right. And the issue is they not saying, hey, abandon Rocky, leave Rocky. They saying like you can't even acknowledge something about this don't seem right. And Tasha like, well, yeah, I'm cool on this. And she leaves. She gets up and she leaves as Tiny then say, well, let's do the show in Ontario and then we'll see, what else in there. And that probably was one of their last shows together, I'm assuming, because that show was the one with SWV. And so we see her outside not leaving on the phone with her mama. She didn't call her mama, told her mama, oh, this is crazy. My family out here falling apart. Okay. And they talking about some money and they want to do business. And I was like, girl, look, your husband is the one who was brought a lot of drama. And the issue is you're not addressing that. And you're making it seem like everybody else is the one doing some wrong. When in hindsight, the whole thing is they feel like, ma'am, you and Rocky's on some bullshit. And when we brought you proof for you to see what we're being told, you had nothing to say. Like, how do you have nothing to say? Yes, Rocky's wearing makeup. He's absolutely wearing makeup. Just as much makeup as Tasha's wearing. And it's sad because, yeah, I didn't say it. Abby Powell said something. Abby Powell's on, you know what I'm saying? Look, at first, I did not even want to do a separate video for this clip of the show, but I felt like I could not wait till Sunday because this alone would need a conversation. Because you are the one, Rocky, who said,
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
And I don't think that's true. You can't feel like they owe you money. You can't, because my thing is, like Tiny said, any money on behalf of the group should always be on the table for the whole group. no one, my hair, it makes me dry about now. No one should be above knowing what, has come in for the group. And to me, Rocky, my hair's still wet. It's still really, really wet. Rocky is the one holding back conversations, holding back amounts of money, and holding stuff back that no one is aware of except him. And a part of me feel like Tasha be knowing. Tasha be knowing about what he did, about who he signed up with, or what he took. A part of me believes he do tell her stuff, and she just be like, okay, whatever. Rocky said it's a go, so it's a go. And a part of me feel like she okay with that because that's their dynamic. And their dynamic has always been, hey, do what I say. Believe in me. I think he really has ganged her up to be a part of his his delusions. A part of me feel like he's delusional. And he now has her believing his delusions. And when anyone brings common sense into the equation, she just kind of retreats and allows Rocky to handle whatever comes their way, because she can always claim, well, I don't fully know what he's doing. I'm not fully in on the deals. You see, it's his phone, not my phone, because she always say, well, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. That wasn't me. And it's like, but you be knowing. So she allows herself to get involved just enough, because that way they can't leave each other. Because whatever he's done, she's now part of. And that's what's sad. And because, all this stuff was taped last year. The show they did with SWV happened in September of 2022. So since September or July, or no, it's like August, at least since August, she's known this stuff, and she's still with that man to this day. To this day. It's sad. It's sad, because you would think it's one thing for him to be doing stuff and she just don't know. No one's told her nothing. No one's mentioned nothing. But on the show, Tamika showed your receipts showing that Rocky, was getting kickbacks. That was then. In current time, she's shown receipts that his name was on them checks that was cashed. And Tamika, I'm like, what else does she have to show you your husband be on some bullshit? And I think she know, well, I love my sister and I wouldn't want us to be at odds if, something happen. But I need Tamika to hold her ground and not give in to Rocky and Tasha. Like, love your sister, yes. But love her with a little 5 feet spoon, with a 5 foot spoon. You know what I'm saying? Don't fully allow them back in your life, because if Tasha can't admit that, you know what, it do look like Rocky did some fucked up shit. It do. And I can't leave him right now. For whatever the reasons may be, she can't leave. She can't be done. Cool. But if you can acknowledge that what I've shown you looks fucking suspicious, I can't rock with you. Because that means you still are willing to back him up even if it hurts me. And you went on social media making me seem out to be crazy when I'm showing you the proof. So it's like, ma'am, no. But that's all we have today. Okay. That's all we have for today. They are weird. Very weird. And at the end of the day, Rocky feel like
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
even if it's stealing. Okay? Even if it's stealing, he don't think it's stealing. And I'm like, but sir, it's stealing. Like it's stealing, okay? But y'all, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I will be live tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for Life After Lockup. I still have to watch the Tasha K interview stuff, that stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do a live review of the interview that Tasha K had with the Mistress, or if that'll be a pre-recorded thing. I'm not sure. That will be up either sometime Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which one. But I hope y'all have already liked the video. Please make sure to like the video, okay? Subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, by hitting the subscribe button. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, share the video, please. Thank you. And other than that, y'all, we had a good old time tonight. Real quick. And I love you all. Okay, and the snake tongue salesman graphic will be around here forever. I'm gonna leave that in there because anytime somebody say they're not stealing, I'm gonna say, but guess what?
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
Bye.